and welcome to the Homemade Podcast Sports. This is your host, J Pops. And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast Sports with the host, J Pops. Guys, today's date is August 25th, 2021. And we got some breaking news. We got some breaking news around the country here, people. It's beautiful out here. It's a beautiful, beautiful day, but we have some breaking news around the country. Jimbo Fisher has named Haynes King as the starting quarterback for the 2021 season, people. I'm going to say that once again. Jimbo Fisher has named Haynes King as a starting quarterback for the 2021 season. It's going to be on. Oh, it's on. It's on. It's some breaking news in College Station, and it's on. Also, the number one defensive lineman, number one player in the country, Walter Nolan, has officially put Texas A&M in his top 3. I'm going to say that once again. Walter Nolan from out of Tennessee, he has officially put Texas A&M in his top 3. Also, I seen another tweet that was saying that he was going to commit if he got up to 11,000 on Instagram. Well, as of right now, say, man, look at here. When I tell you this social media is a huge platform for these kids recruiting and et cetera, believe me when I say that. That guy has about probably 12,000 followers on Instagram now. He got 11.5 the last time I just looked at about an hour ago. But I honestly think he might be about 12,000 now. That is how much these guys are going to take advantage of the recruiting on social media, which is remarkable, man. Hey, it is what it is. This is where you guys are seeing these kids committed. Is on social media. Also, I'm gonna get into some other stuff. We done crawled into the number one player in the 2023 cycle. Well, the number one defensive lineman in the 2023 cycle, and the number 2 defensive lineman. The number 3 is one of them. We've climbed in both of those guys. Top 10. This is defensive line you up here. Hey, gig 'em, baby. This defensive line you up here. So anywho, guys, let's get into this quarterback battle of Haynes King ultimately winning the job, man. So before I get started on this, I'm seeing a lot of people say that Zach Calzada is going to transfer out. Well, I'm going to be the first to say this here. And I went on and said this before the season even much got started, man. Zach Calzada will not transfer. I strongly and honestly believe it. You guys don't even much remember Zach Calzada being at Kellen Mond's house when he got drafted, dude. That's how much I look at the game. That's how much I pay attention. I'm going to say this once again. You guys don't even much remember Zach Calzada being at the house with Kellen Mond and Jimbo Fisher and others when he had got drafted, dude. That is how much Zach Calzada is riding with Jimbo Fisher, regardless to who starts. Now, I'm hearing a lot of you say that Zach is going to transfer out because of the simple fact that Connor Wingman is enrolling early in January. For others who did not know, yes, Connor is going to enroll in January of 2022. He's going to graduate early and come on down, along with Bryce Anderson. He's going to graduate early, come on down. And once again, I'm going to be the first to say he's not. He is not. I believe he's going to ride this thing out. I can tell you like this, to get up to his senior year and when he gets his chance to start. Could be earlier than that. Junior year or senior year, depends on how long Haynes King will be a starter, in which, in my opinion, the quarterbacks that Jimbo Fisher is bringing in now and developing, those guys are only 2-year starters, man. None of those guys will ride it all the way out for 4 years. That's my opinion. I know a lot of people don't like how the way Jimbo Fisher runs the offense very slowly. But he has his quarterbacks now with an S. So that's all I'm saying. These quarterbacks are only 2 years at the most. Bye-bye, NFL. That's it. Anywho, so let's talk about this. Texas A&M head coach announced on ESPN 97.5 p.m. this morning that second-year player Haynes King will be his starting quarterback over third-year man Zach Calzada. King and Calzada dueled for the position during the spring, summer, and fall camp and in recent days. It was reported that King had begun to separate himself from Calzada after a spirited battle for the job. The team and the families of both quarterbacks were told of the news yesterday. The team and the families of both quarterbacks were told of the news yesterday. That's why I say I do not believe that Zach Calzada will transfer out. I believe that Jimbo Fisher has a connection with that young man and his family just as well as Haynes King and his family. I believe that they're going to ride this thing out. The last man that sat there and rolled this thing out and had a plethora of talent in front of him was Mac Jones. And there's a lot of people thought that he was going to get beat out by Bryce Young. You know, on last year, me, including me, I was one of them. But he didn't. He did not get beat out by him. Just so happened, when Bryce Young got beat out of the competition, you think Bryce Young went anywhere? And he was the #1 player in that class. You think he went anywhere? No, he did not. He stayed there. He rolled it out. It is what it is. You know? So I'm not understanding why people don't think that Zach will ride it out. That's all I'm saying. Now, if he transfers, you come on here and give me all the crap in the world. But I believe that this family is so strong to where Jimbo Fisher has a plan. Oh, no. Sit back, Zach. Continue to learn. Your time is going to be coming. But the time now is for Haynes King. I've been saying Haynes King time was now. If you guys did not know, Haynes King broke that 80-year curse at Longview High School in Texas. In Longview, Texas, he broke the 80-year curse. What is the Texas A&M program going on? What year are we in? We're in the 80-year curse. 80-plus years. We're in the 80-year curse. That's the reason why I made that video months and months ago about Haynes King being that guy. I'm going to say that once again. That's the reason why I made that video a long time ago about Haynes King being that guy. I honestly believe this young man can come and break that 80-year curse. I'm going to say that once again for the people in the back. I believe that that young man can come and break this 80-year curse. What was the last time we won? 1939? A lot of people love to bring that up. That's fine. I told you guys once again, I'm not going to shy away from it. It is what it is. I'm not embarrassed about it. For what? That's football, man. There's a lot of teams around the country that still haven't won that title. Had plethora of talent at the school. Still just haven't won one. All right, so anywho, we're going to keep on going. King came into Aggieland as an early enrollee in the spring of 2020 and played in just 2 games. He came in late in the Alabama game and drove the Aggies down inside the 10-yard line before throwing an interception to end the possession. He had better success in the South Carolina game where he connected with tight end Max Wright, who's been transacted to fullback, by the way, on a 45-yard crossing route for his first career touchdown. Overall, he threw just 4 passes, completing 2 for 59 yards and ran the ball 6 times for 43 yards. The Longview product was a 3-year starter in the high school and the son of Longview head coach John King, who led Longview to a 13-2 record in 2017 in his first year as a starting quarterback in the Texas Class 6A Division II state semifinals. I'm going to read this once again. The Longview product was a 3-year starter in high school and the son of Longview head coach John King, who led Longview to a 13-2 record in 2017 in his first year as the starting quarterback and the Texas Class 6A Division II state semifinals. Understand this. This young man had offers from all over. He could have committed anywhere besides Texas A&M. I want you guys to fully understand that out there, man. He could have committed anywhere besides Texas A&M, but he chose the Aggies. I'm going to say that once he chose the Aggies. Why? Because he sees something. He was a first-year starter at that school for his dad. His dad didn't know what he was capable of until he stepped on the field. He went out there and he won something. He put his dad in the record books forever. Everybody in Longview history will forever remember Haynes King being that starter of that football team when they won that Class 6A Division II state title. And if you guys didn't know, man, Texas, this is a big state. When it's 6A, 6A means your program is this big. It's colossal. It's colossal. That means your program is this big. Your stadium is probably the street. You know, more than the street out. It's probably, of course, it's way bigger than the street I live on. The college football stadiums, take that stadium, reduce it just by a little bit. That's our Texas football stadiums. If you guys do not know, this is the state of Texas, baby. That's our Texas football stadium size. The biggest one, I believe we have the biggest one down here. You know, not to get off subject, but I believe we have the biggest one down here for high school football in the world. You know, so no, when it comes to football, no, man, we care about that. We care about that a whole lot. Football is #1 in this state. Okay? For people out there that did not know that football is #1 in this state. We push a lot of money into these football programs. But anywho, let's stay on the subject. He won them their first state title in 80 years, in over 80 years. First year starter. I'm going to tell you like this. When Jimbo found out that he was signing with A&M, I know for sure that Jimbo was so happy. You could not script it up better than that. You can't. You can't, man. That takes you back to the simple fact that I believe A&M will rewrite history. I'm going to say that once again. I believe A&M will rewrite history. When Jimbo Fisher was at Florida State, he didn't know what James had. He knew what kind of quarterback he was, but he didn't know what he really had come game day. You know, and it was a tight quarterback battle with him and Jake Coker, in which Jake Coker left the program and won himself a national title at Alabama. Is Jake Coker playing in the league? No, but he won himself a national title at Alabama. Why? Because he was under the care of Jimbo Fisher. But he left and he went in. He got under the care of Nick Saban. That's why I look at these two coaches specifically going at it with one another in the SEC West. I don't understand that Jimbo Fisher, he didn't just come for the money. Everybody think he came for the money. He didn't just come for the money. He came to build a legacy at a program that's looking for its first national title since 1939. He came to build a legacy for a program and with a program that wants to be on the college football landscape, period. We want to be respected, okay? I'm saying them fans know that this football program ain't respected yet. We're not yet. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Give it time. We're getting there. I know we've been waiting over 80 years, but we're getting there, man. Give it time. A lot of people like to bash us, but at the same time, a lot of people will come back and say, man, I see what they're doing over there. Nah, man, they building something. You know, they're building something. Let's continue to go. All right. He hit 130 of 240 throws for over 2,000 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions while running for about 10 yards a carry on the ground. He took them to a 16-0 record in a Class 6A Division II championship as a junior with 3,877 passing yards and 42 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, while running for another 664 yards and 8 scores. Along the way, he named a Class 6A first team all-state selection by both the AP and TSWA, and was also named a District 11 6A co-offensive MVP. I'm going to say this once again, man. I don't know why guys keep on forgetting this. Haynes King is better than Kellen Mond, people. All right? Y'all can come on in and say what y'all want to say. Haynes is better than Kellen. Kellen was rated as a top 100 recruit when he came out that year. I remember that, 4-star. He was a true dual threat. The only thing that made all of us mad was that Kellen did not want to use his true dual threat ability, in which I believe he'll use it in the NFL. But he did not want to use it to his advantage. All right? He wanted to be more of a pocket passer. And I understand why. So I'm not mad at him for that. But all we're saying is that use it to your advantage. Haynes King was a 5-star when he committed. He got bumped down to a 4-star because of his senior year. But he was a 5-star when he committed. I don't want you guys to ever forget that. All right? Once again, a lot of people say stars don't matter. I doubt that. I highly doubt it. Stars does matter. Whether if you believe it or not, I'm going to say it again. Whether if you believe it or not, it does matter. You're a 3-star prospect, you will get recruited and developed into looking like a 5-star prospect. The only reason why you're a 3-star is because of the simple fact of maybe where you were at, and because of certain situations that doesn't get kids to certain camps like these guys go out and go to. Like, man, hey, it's time for you guys to start understanding why they rank these guys as 3-stars. Most of those kids don't have the tools to get to where they want to go to be bumped up to those 5-stars like that. You gain 5-star momentum by going to a bunch of camps and putting yourself out there. Okay? I'm going to say that once again. You gain a lot of momentum. You gain your star rankings come from how the way you perform on the field, of course, but also from what developments of the camps that you went to all around the college football world. You guys need to know that. I told you, man, it's a lot goes into recruiting, and I meant that. I follow that game heavily. You guys have to understand that, man. I got to understand this by now. You got to put this into your head. That's how they rank these guys, man. A lot of these guys are 3-stars. They don't have the tools. They don't have, parents, because of certain situations to take them to all kind of camps like that. All right? Understand that, please. Despite losing every other starter on offense, King was still named as the District 11 6A offensive MVP as a senior and leading the Lobos back to the playoffs and participating in the Under Armour All-American game. He totaled 30 touchdowns on the season, 20 through the air and 10 on the ground. Overall, he was 123 for 213. 123 out of 213. That's a lot of percentage. For 1,926 yards throwing the ball and rushed 55 times for 506 yards. He finished his high school career with a 37-2 record as a starter. The young man doesn't lose, people. He doesn't lose. He doesn't like losing. For what? That ain't him. That ain't him. No, he's not a loser. He's not a loser. He doesn't like to lose. All right? Calzada was a 2019 early enrollee and played in the spring game. He saw a good amount of playing time and finished 8 of 21 for 139 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. He beat out James Foster for the backup role to start at Kellen Mond for the 2019 season. However, he played in only 3 games, which enabled him to retain a year of eligibility as a redshirt player. Foster appeared in the closing minutes of the LSU game to enable Calzada to preserve that extra year. He first saw action in the Aggie season opener and went 4 of 9 with 38 yards passing, 38-yard passing yards against Texas State. He was 4 out of 8 with 2 touchdown passes, including 25-yarder to Jalen Watermeyer against Lamar. In his final appearance of the season, he went 4 of 7 for 27 yards against UTSA, but threw a pick 6. Calzada was given the Freshman Academic Excellence Award at the annual team banquet. However, he did not see any action in the 2020 campaign. All I'm saying is, sit back. I know these years are long. Do whatever you got to do. Once again, when he gets his time, he's going to get his time. Just believe in me when I say that, and you guys are going to watch Calzada go off. Once again, I do not believe Calzada will transfer out. That is me. That is me. I'm not being biased here, but that is me. I do not believe he will transfer out. All right, so that's the biggest headline I got for you guys on today. Of course, when I posted that, man, that's crazy. I posted that, and boy, everybody went crazy. So, also, man, I want you guys to know this here. And I'm going to go to this cornerback. This young man here. And you guys need to really hear this, man. And I've told you guys this before, and I will not back off from him. 5-star cornerback, Denver Haynes. Also, man, please believe me when I say Bobby Taylor is here to stay. Okay? But Bobby Taylor is still a kid, people. He's still a kid. I know a lot of you guys were a little, scared, kind of. I'm talking to my A&M fans. We're a little bit scared. Oh, man, Bobby going to start taking some visits. Yeah, man, he has to. Let him go wherever he needs to go to. Okay? He needs to go and take those. The guy's only 17 years old. These are still kids, man. These are still kids. I believe that he committed because he wants to be here. I believe he recruited those guys that he got to come on down here because he wants to be here. He wants to be a part of a championship program. Hell, he's already a part of one at Katy High School. This one here's another one. Cornerback Denver Haynes. He's already a part of a championship program. These guys already know how to win, man. Look, these two guys here specifically are already part of programs that's known for winning on the high school level in the state of Texas already. They are. So this one here, Bobby Taylor. I know a lot of you guys are thinking that he's going to go to Alabama. Me, I'm going to step in here, and I'm going to say I highly doubt that. All right? Nick Saban is in the picture. He's in the picture. So this is what he had to say about Texas A&M. They have been really good. The first time I talked with Coach Jimbo Fisher early on in Denver's recruitment, he said, just keep watching, and I've been very impressed. They've made a huge turnaround from who they were to who they are now. He let me know I'm doing what I can with the players. I didn't recruit, and now I have my own players in, and we're here. I really do like Coach Fisher. He's done a really good job revamping that program. That's what he said. Also, I want you guys to know this here. This came from Bobby Taylor's mom as well. She loves the connection that she has with Jimbo Fisher. She feel like he's on to something that can be a really front force and in putting Bobby Taylor in the position that he needs to be in. I'm going to say that once again. She feels like he is, he can maybe put, Bobby Taylor. She feels like he could put Denver into something that is really, really good. All right? She feels that way. She feels like she can trust Jimbo to make the right judgment on what her son needs to do and where he needs to be. Hey, man, recruiting is really, really important. That's why I said I never gave up on Denver Haynes. I never gave up on the young man. I know Alabama's in there. I know Texas is in there. So what? I'm going to say that once again. So what? You got to recruit. You got to recruit against those big dogs. And I think LSU is in there too. But you got to recruit against those big dogs, man, because they're not going to go anywhere. They're not. I mean, they're going to sit in the same seat that you're sitting in, and it is what it is. All right. Also, this here are the guys that has put us in their top. I want you guys to know this, and this is up in the 2023 class. So David Hicks from Allen, Texas out there, defensive line, number 3 player in the nation. In state, he's number 1. At the position alone, he's number 2. He's high on A&M people. Once again, he's number 3 prospect overall in the 2023 class. Depending on how the season goes, it might go up to number 1. He's from Allen, Texas. He's very, very high on A&M. Once again, I don't know what the hell Terry Price is doing with that barbecue over there. I don't even much know if this kid was eating at the barbecue. But he's going to have one next year, and I bet your ass he's going to be there. All right, so keep that in mind. I will get on Twitter, and I will make a post to reach out to everybody as well. Tony Mitchell, which is the cornerback from out of Alabama over there, he also has us in his top 12, I believe. He likes what we're doing. He loves what we're doing. We're starting to now go after top recruits in the nation. We're not shy about that anymore. This recruiting has changed a whole lot. A whole lot. All right, so we're going after top dogs. Also, the number 2 player in the nation. He just dropped his top 12 on today. His name is Livius Overton. He's from Alpharetta, Georgia. 2023 class, of course. The number 1 defensive lineman in the country. He now has Texas A&M in his top 12. Once again, man, I cannot make this stuff up. But he has Texas A&M in his top 12 now. These kids are coming for the Aggies, man, because they see these Aggies turning the page around. All right. Also, man, this is another little guy I want you guys to know about. This is another tight end. Understand we got one committed already, but this is another. Jaden Platt from Haslet, Texas. Tight end, 4-star, national 287, position 18, state 40. You guys need to watch out for him, okay? He's going to bring some oomph factor to that tight end position as well. Hey, man, you can't have him in tight end. This is a tight end-friendly offense. You guys should already know that by now. And Jimbo Fisher's not going to stop recruiting tight ends. I'm sorry. It is what it is. He's not going to stop, and he shouldn't stop. All right? So, hey, it is what it is. But, guys, that's all I got for you on the day, man. And also, man, this is another one, too. Ruben Owens. He's the 5-star running back that was committed to Texas at one point, I believe. He's in 2023 class as well. He's national 31, position 2, state 5. He has us in his top as well. You know, I need you guys to know that. So you thought this class was something? I told you each class, they're going to try to break records of that previous class. You guys got to keep that in mind. Jonte Cook III, he's a wide receiver from out of DeSoto over there. He also has us in his top 5. He's a 4-star recruit, national 45, 45th best player, position 8, state 8. All right. You guys need to continue to watch out for these people, man. Look, it's a lot of people out here, man. We're starting to heat up on this recruiting trail. This is another one. Javion Tavino out of Arlington, Texas over there. He also got us in his top, he has us in his top 12, I believe. He's a 5-star cornerback, national 23, position 4, state 4. When the hell have we ever been in this many kids that's ranked at the top like that? Look, man, I'm done. I'm done with this. Look, man, you guys have a good day. I got to get on out of here and get ready for work. I love all of you guys. #GeekMac.
And thank you guys for tuning in to the #Homemade Podcast Sports. Please, guys, subscribe to the YouTube page and also follow me on Twitter @JPops, on Instagram @JPops, and also on Facebook at #Homemade Podcast Sports. Thank you guys once again. #GeekMac.